Welcome students to BSL Bite Size Learning. So we'll continue our discussion on quadrilateral. Today we're going to talk about symmetry. Symmetry is about a shape. Let's say you have a shape and you have an imaginary line. Right? So if there is a shape that can be an exact mirror image of each other across a line, imaginary line, then that is called symmetry. So here, if you have a square and then you have an imaginary line drawn from the center, and if you look at this side and this side, and it looks like an exact mirror image of each other across this imaginary line, then you call a square a symmetrical shape, and this is called symmetry, and this imaginary line is called line of symmetry. So this is line of symmetry. A square or such shape which is the exact mirror image of each other across this imaginary line of symmetry is a symmetrical shape. And this phenomena is symmetry. Right? So just like a square, you can have multiple shapes. You will see a lot of shapes that are symmetrical. So let's say you have a square, you have a circle, you have an imaginary line, and across that imaginary line of symmetry, which is also called the diameter of the circle. So across the diameter of a circle, if you look, you will see that it is an exact mirror image of each other. Right? Now, in case of a square, right? Let's say we draw a square, and then let's say you draw a square, and then this is called the diagonal of a square. Right? This is also called the diagonal of a square. Right? So a square is a symmetrical shape across the diagonals, across the straight lines crossing the center of each of the sides. Right? So if you see a straight line crossing the center of a square, bisecting each of the sides of the square, that line is called line of symmetry, and the shape is called symmetrical shape. So a square is a symmetrical shape across the diagonal, across the lines bisecting the circle passing through the center of the square. So this is about symmetry. We'll talk about other shapes in the next lecture. Thank you.